Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the psychological horror thriller The Home. On the surface, it's about a troubled graffiti artist working community service at a retirement facility. But beneath Green Meadows' quiet walls lies something much darker: a cult, a sinister experiment, and a shocking truth about family betrayal. Let's break down The Home's ending, the secret of the cult, and what ultimately happens to Max and his brother Luke. The film centers on Max, a young graffiti artist who never recovered from the loss of his brother Luke. Believing Luke had died by suicide in college, Max carried that trauma into adulthood. When he gets into trouble again, his foster father uses his connections to keep him out of jail. Instead, Max is sent to Green Meadows retirement home to serve 4 months of community service as the on-site super. But soon, Max realizes that Green Meadows is no ordinary nursing home. Residents act strangely, and the deeper he looks, the more disturbing secrets he uncovers. Norma, one of the residents, is the first to show Max kindness. She senses the danger surrounding him and tries to warn him. But Norma is hiding a dark truth. She's actually part of the cult running Green Meadows. Because she begins sympathizing with Max and risks exposing their plans, the cult kills her. Her death pushes Max further into the mystery. After Norma's death, Max stumbles across hints of Dr. Sabian's twisted brain experiments. Then, strange messages appear on his computer. "Have you seen the light?" Following the trail, Max meets a mysterious woman who claims her father is trapped inside the facility's forbidden 4th floor. There, Max discovers horrifying sights: elderly residents, drugged and unresponsive, some bleeding, some violent. He suspects that the 4th floor is where the cult conducts its secret experiments. But the stranger isn't who she seems. In the end, she's revealed to be Gretchen Sabian, Dr. Sabian's wife, and part of the cult. The government conspiracy she planted was just another trick to disorient Max. Max eventually uncovers the horrifying reality. Green Meadows is a cult that worships Bona Dea, the Roman goddess of youth. His foster parents, Sylvia and Cooper, are core members. They never cared for Max or his brother. They only fostered children to one day sacrifice them in experiments. The fountain of youth. They chase lies in a tiny gland behind the human eye, which produces what they believe to be DA's nectar. By harvesting it from young victims, the cult keeps themselves alive for over a century. Max makes a devastating discovery. Luke didn't die by suicide. He was an earlier victim, experimented on and aged into a frail, broken man hidden on the 4th floor. Max is eventually sedated and prepped for sacrifice, but Luke musters the last of his strength to help his brother. Using a wheelchair spoke, Luke drains nectar from the other victims and even himself, feeding it to Max. The nectar restores Max's strength. Fueled by rage, Max launches into a blood-soaked rampage. With axe and hammer in hand, he slaughters the cult members one by one. He smashes Dr. Sabian, brutalizes Gretchen, and even uses Lou, the cult leader, as a human shield. His foster parents try to escape, but nature itself delivers punishment. A tornado rips through, killing them instantly. In the aftermath, Max gathers nectar from the fallen cultists and gives it to the victims on the 4th floor. While it doesn't restore their youth, it gives them enough strength to finally walk out into the sunlight, free at last. Max carries Luke out of Green Meadows. Their reunion is bittersweet. Luke is broken, but alive. Max may face the law for the massacre, but for the first time in years, he isn't alone. Together, the brothers step into an uncertain future. Fugitives maybe, but family at last. So in the end, The Home is less about a retirement facility and more about how far people will go for eternal youth, and how trauma and betrayal can twist lives forever. For Max, revenge was sweet, but his real victory was reclaiming his brother.